Good evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero outside in very, very rainy conditions right now. However, it's very warm. It looks like it's about 60 degrees where I am right now, so it's unseasonably warm. And since we've had such cold weather over pretty much the past week, and all of a sudden we have the weather just getting really warm, this is what's prompted a lot of fog. So the fog pretty much started last night. I was driving over the Mario Cuomo Bridge about, say, 10 o'clock last night, and that's really when the fog was starting to take place. Even a couple hours before that, I went to Westchester and then back from Westchester to Rockland for, well, went to Fios for the party there, but essentially it started maybe around, say, 5 o'clock, and then when it came back down to about 10 o'clock, that's when it was really getting foggy. And we may be seeing some more areas of fog tonight. Now, I'm going to step off camera here and show you. There's pretty much no snow in the frame here. All of the snow is either melted or from this rain, it's been washed away. So this is what has caused a lot of the fog. And if you notice, there's still a little few spots of some snow. There may be a little bit of some fog building up over it. That's a type of fog called advection fog. That's when we have, so the scenario today, warm air coming in over the cold surface, which is the snow. That takes the temperature of that air moving over and brings it down to the dew point. And when the temperature and the dew point are the same, that's 100% humidity. That means that we're going to be seeing fog. And that's what happened last night, a little bit today. Tonight we may be seeing that as well, not as much, but there's still some foggy areas that could happen out there. The other big thing is there's going to be a little bit more rain coming in tonight. So we're in a bit of a lull right now. The bulk of the rain's moved out. A little bit of a rain. It's still a little bit showery. I'm kind of protected right now with a little overhang, but we're going to be seeing a bit more of that come through later tonight. And then this is the big question, is exactly where the freezing line is, because the temperature is going to be dropping like a rock. We have a roller coaster of weather. So we have warm weather today, rain. It's going to be dropping tonight, where we're going to be seeing some ice storms and some snowstorms in some areas, and maybe just plain rain in other areas. This is all throughout the tri-state, going from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, all of the Northeast pretty much. So specifically up around Albany, that is where we may be seeing an ice storm. The freezing line is going to be getting through there, and it's going to be at the point when the precipitation picks up again. So that's going to be causing this freezing rain. And when it's cold like that, and especially with all the bare trees, that goes onto branches and it starts to form ice, or what's called ice accretion. When that happens, branches can start falling, and that goes into power lines, knocking down power lines. So that could be a mess as well. The other big thing is once you get a little bit more northwest into New York State, say closer to the Great Lakes, there's winter storm watches and warnings out there. So that's going to be a bit more snow there. Central New York around Albany, that's where we're going to be seeing that ice storm, and that will continue a little bit more east into, say, the Connecticut-Massachusetts border and going east from there. That's where they're really going to be the icy part. Now, once we get a bit more south into New York, say the Hudson Valley, and then getting into New York City, New Jersey, and Long Island, this is where it becomes a bit more of a question mark. I really don't think the ice is going to make it too far south, so that freezing line may be with us just through the southern part of the Hudson Valley, the lower Hudson Valley, maybe a little bit in the higher elevations once you get to New Jersey, like say around Sussex County. Once you get to New York City, typically New York City is a little bit warmer due to something called the urban heat island effect. So I really don't think there's going to be much ice there. And then once you get out to Long Island, it's really going to be a bit too far away and into the ocean. That's going to be kind of acting like an insulator, warming up Long Island a bit more than once you're inland. So I don't think there's going to be really too much ice to worry about there. This freezing line, kind of like the cutoff, what it's seeing like is going to be in New York, the lower Hudson Valley, or mid-Hudson Valley, the Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. That's where we're going to be seeing this kind of moving back and forth of the freezing line. So that's something really big to consider. Once you get north of that, yay, ice storm. Northwest of that, getting near the Great Lakes, yeah, snowstorm. So we got quite a bit of weather coming through. And the interesting part for tomorrow, the warmest part of the day is actually going to be in the morning. Temperatures going to be dropping steadily throughout the day. So typically we would see the warmest part, say, between 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 4 o'clock. But no, that's going to be getting colder and it's going to be dropping through that. Sunday looks like a much better day, at least when you look out the window. It's going to be cold, however. Arctic air starts to make its way down a little bit more into our area. So we're going to be seeing highs maybe not above freezing on Sunday. So we're going to be back into the sub-freezing temperatures, and it looks like that's going to stick with us for a little bit. So, yeah, we got a little bit of a roller coaster of almost every type of weather. The only one missing is thunderstorms. I don't know if we'll see any kind of thunderstorms, but with such a drop in temperature, there may be what's something called CAPE, or convective available potential energy. It's something that's very, very low right now, and you need a lot of this CAPE to make a thunderstorm. I don't know if that's going to happen, but with this real mess of a system coming through, yeah, it's very possible we could be seeing maybe or hearing a rumble of thunder here and there, but I don't put too much emphasis on that. So we may see every type of weather throughout today and tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. So let me step to the side here. This is my weekend outlook forecast. So it's going to be a mess tomorrow morning. Some areas seeing rain, some areas seeing ice, some seeing snow. Then it's going to be ending, say, about noon or 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then that's when the temperatures really going to start dropping off. It's going to be drier but mostly cloudy for the afternoon. Then going into Sunday, this is where we're seeing much nicer conditions, at least if you're inside looking out the window. It's going to be colder. The highs, again, in most areas may not even get above the freezing point. Then we're going to start to see this cold weather continue. So let me take that weekend outlook down. Just a little teaser I'm going to talk about next week, even though this is kind of like a weekend outlook. Sunday looks nice, or clear. Monday's clear as well, but Tuesday, there may be another little snowstorm coming, and this would be, it's cold enough by that point that it would be just all snow. So definitely stay tuned to all of the weather updates that I'll be uploading and giving you my latest forecast. Hit that subscribe button below and the bell icon right next to it, so whenever I either go live or upload a video, you'll know when that happens. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe throughout all of this. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Remember to keep an eye on the weather and watch out for the ice storm that may be looming a little bit more north into New York State.